Hey, happy Sunday fun day. I have 5 underdog fantasy picks for you on today's 9-game slate. Let's go. Hey, good morning. It's Craig Bennett, aka Cash Cake here, back with an underdog fantasy pick'em video. And I got 5 picks I'm going to give you on today's 9-game slate. We got an early start time usually on Sundays, but not too early. 3:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I think a lot of that has to do with the NCAA tournament. Boy, it's been a wild one. But again, I got 5 picks for you here. And if you don't have that account, make sure you head on over there and use that promo code ARMY and get yourself a 100% instant deposit match up to $100. And if you are a brand new subscriber to Underdog Fantasy, check out the description and you might be eligible for a free month of DFSArmy VIP membership. Let's check it out. All right, as you can see, I have the UnderdogFantasy.com pick'em board up here for NBA. We're going to go over 5 picks that I do like. But if you haven't done so, hit that like button for me, subscribe to the channel, and turn on that notification so you know when I upload these videos. And we'll just dive right into this. And again, I'll give you 5 picks. The last 2 that I'm going to give you, I'm torn between the 2. I don't think I would play them together. So I'm going to talk through them. But the first one we're going to go here is this first game. And we're talking about Portland at Indy. Indy has not been a good team. They got Brogdon back, yes. Portland is out. They don't have Winslow. They don't have Simons. So basically it's Josh Hart. It's going to be leading things, Brandon Williams. So these are the guys that are going to be doing everything for him. But Indy hasn't been very good. Like I said, they've lost 5 of their last 7 games. They just beat Houston a couple days ago, and that was with Brogdon, 121-18, or 121-118. So only beat them by 3 points. Then they lost to Memphis at 135-102. Then they lost to Atlanta 131-128. So they're giving up some massive points here. And I say all this because Josh Hart's been playing really good ball. So I really like taking Josh Hart's over 30.5 points, rebounds, and assists here. He's been playing really well over his last 4 games, putting up 37, then 25 against the Knicks, but then 42 and 58 points, rebounds, and assists over his last 4 games. And points-wise, too. And the juice is on this over at around -120, -125. So, again, without those guys out, even though Portland is a bad team, I still feel like this is the play with those guys sitting out. That's a big chunk there, with those Anthony Simons or Justice Winslow. He's going to have to take the scoring load on. Again, it's him and Williams, and then Eubanks, Drew Eubanks just kind of does a little bit of everything. But over 30.5 points, rebounds, assists. I'm okay if you want to sit there and take the over points as well. That's only juice. The juice on that's around -116, -120. And he's hit that in the same kind of over factor that he has points, rebounds, and assists. He's put up 25, 17, 31, and 44. And Indy's defense, 24th in points allowed. They're ranked 9th in rebounds and 14th in assists. So, yes, Brogdon's back. He'll probably be, guarding Hart here. But Hart, ever since he kind of turned the juice on and been super aggressive the last 4 games, I love this over of 30.5 points, rebounds, assists. Or if you want to take the points, I'm okay with either one of them. But I'm going to take personally the points, rebounds, and assists. And I'm going to go another spot in this game I think we can take advantage of. And it's Drew Eubanks, 21.5 points in rebounds. And I think you could take, again, either one of these as well, if you wanted to take points or points in rebounds. But he's been the same kind of deal. Over his last 4 games, he's been playing heavy minutes, 39, 30, 30, and 27. And he's put up 20 and 12 that 39-minute game for 32 points and rebounds. And he put up 16 and 10 in the next game against Atlanta for 26 points and rebounds. And then he put up 10 and 9 against the Knicks, where he put up 19 points and rebounds. And then in the last game against Brooklyn, 27 minutes, they put up 18 and 6 for 24 points and rebounds. So again, I like both the points and rebounds here. I'm going to go the points and rebounds. But again, either one of them are fine. They're going to need his scoring a little bit. And he's just been kind of getting it done with the lack of depth that they have on this team right now. So I do like both of these in this first game. And again, if you want to lean the points as well, I'm okay with that. We can talk about this next game here, this next play we're going to talk about coming down. And this is another one where De'Aaron Fox really needs to play this game. Otherwise, I feel like Phoenix is just going to boat race Sacramento, because we saw it with Boston just beating the brakes off Sacramento a couple days ago. So I do worry about this play. This play is really only if De'Aaron Fox does play, because I think it could be a little bit more competitive. But either way, Payne over 7.5 assists. Now, they beat the brakes off of Chicago just a couple days ago, and he put up 7 assists. But he's went over this mark in 8 out of his last 10 games. Even in the blowout win that they had in Chicago, he put up 7. So I think he could still kind of get there maybe in Sacramento with assists. Sacramento's ranked 19th in assists allowed, 13th in point guard defense. But I would feel way more comfortable if De'Aaron Fox played, where I think that's going to be a more competitive game environment. So that's the only worry with this. But again, he's went over this in 8 of his last 10 games. And I just feel like that is, a little bit too low. It should be closer to 8.5 here, especially if it's a competitive game environment. But if you want to wait on this one and see if Fox plays, I completely understand that. But I just always like taking the over Payne if we're going to get it around this point. So then the last two we're going to talk about, I'm kind of, like I said, I'm kind of on the fence with both of them. And it's down in this Toronto and Philly game, because I don't know what the feeling of Philly for me is a tough one, because they play good some games and some games they don't. Philly's favored by 5.5 here, 223.5 over under. They play a really slow pace. They're 29th in the league in pace. So they play a really slow game. So it's not like they're going to get up and down a ton. So I feel like that can help guys like Gary Trent that are just shooters, right? Don't have to get up and down too much. That can sit there and set up and get their shots. And that's what he's really good at, right? He's played Philly twice this year, and he's put up 20 and 19 points. So I do like the over on points for Gary Trent, but also like the over 22.5 points, rebounds, and assists as well. Same kind of thing in Philly. He's put up 29 and 27. So I'm going to go the over on points, rebounds, and assists. And because it's just a slower game environment, I do think it benefits the shooters more than the guys that run and gun. So I want to talk about two guys, and this is one of them. I think I'm leaning here the more I kind of talk my way into it. Philly's defense, 7th in points allowed, 19th in rebounds allowed, 7th in assists allowed. But again, I do like that one. The other one I was looking at was Pascal Siakam over 34.5 points, rebounds, and assists. He's kind of a guy that likes to get up and down the court a little bit. He has played Philly once this year on December 28th, where he put up 42 points, rebounds, and assists. I'd have to go back and look at the game logs and see who was out, or if they had a full team then. But again, there's no OG here, so he is going to play a lot of minutes. He's went over this in 4 of his last 5 games, 42, 45, 43, 46, and just 30 against the Lakers. But this is another one I'm looking at the over. The juice is around minus 120 on the over right now. And again, I think I prefer Gary Trent. I wouldn't play these guys together. So if you want to pick one of them, I just kind of wanted to mention the fact, that we have both of these plays in this game, where I don't think, I think Philly's defense again hurts a little bit having Harden out there, because he is a defensive liability. I don't think he likes to do the old Olay through the lane sometimes. So, but Gary Trent Jr., again, guys like this that are spot up shooters, and he can knock those shots down, should still play a ton of minutes. I kind of lean Gary Trent Jr. there. So we're going to throw the plays out here that we got. Again, Josh Hart over 30.5 points, rebounds, and assists. I'm okay if you want to take over 19.5 points as well. I like both of them. Drew Eubanks over 21.5 points and rebounds. Again, I'm okay if you want to take over 12.5 points with that as well, but I prefer the points and rebounds. Payne, this is, again, more depending on if De'Aaron Fox plays. If Fox plays, I like it more. If not, it's a little more risky there with the blowout, and we have to consider those things in March NBA, because, again, when the playoffs get here, things get more solidified. But right now, with teams kind of giving up or just not giving a crap, sometimes you have to, take that more into account at this time of year. And then Gary Trent Jr. over 22.5 points, rebounds, and assists. He's hit that both games he's played Philly. And I do like it with the slower pace that Philly plays. So those are the 4 plays that we have. Again, enjoy your Sunday fun day. And I'll see you guys on the flip side. Deuces.